I promise you boys, if you just keep on walking that way you'll find them.
I think if I got tight leggings on doing this job, we would get more subscribers.
Look at me.
I don't think you're getting much traction, George. Not with your attitude these days.
Sheep, these gimmers, they really let me down last year. And in fact, all my ewes sort of let me down last year.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another video of Hodge Farm Life 5. And before we get going, if you could just hit that subscribe button, that would be wonderful. And then you just get notifications of when our videos come up, which is a bit sporadic right now because I haven't decided how many videos I'm doing per week. But at least one. So we've got quite a lot coming up in this video. So sheep work, tups going out, some new arrivals. Woo! So let's just go.
Here we are, I've got all the gimmers in here. Just going to give them a dose of the iodine solution through the foot bath and split them into two groups. One group of Suffolks and one group with the rest. Take the teasers out. They're in quite good form. These sheep, these gimmers, they really let me down last year. And in fact, all my ewes sort of let me down last year. 2 years ago we scanned at 207%. We've averaged about 202, 203% for years. And last year we were 185%. Mostly the gimmers were like really low. I can't remember the exact numbers, but they were in like the 160% bracket. And there was only 2.5% empty. I haven't actually got to the bottom of it. All what I can think is they were too lean when they got weaned last year, and it was just such a horrible wet summer for them. But there should be no excuses this year. Although being back like 15 to 20% on average, I thought it was an absolute disaster at the time, but it made lambing so much easier. And I haven't had the final count up, but I don't think the amount of lambs we're going to sell this year is going to be a disaster. I don't think it will reflect on a bad scanning. So all the years ago, when I was like dreaming of 200%, thinking that's the future, I don't know now. Hopefully they'll be about 190%, because the amount of triplets that get lost are ewes. Most of the ewes that we lose will be triplets as well. But time will tell. Tup's going out tomorrow, the 20th of October. Should probably been having them sorted out by now, but just been doing other things. And now we're on to the next wee sort of project, replacing this roof. This roof here was storm damaged at the big storm the end of January. I think it was called Storm Ewan or something. We had to wait a wee while to get it through the insurance. I think the insurance companies were the busiest they've ever been after a 100-mile-an-hour storm. So yeah, had to get it through the insurance, and then we were needing the shed at lambing time, so we thought we would just wait and get it at the summer. But it's the same company, Neil Jimison Construction, that have been doing our big shed, that were doing this for us. So we thought we would just wait and get it all done at the same time when we've got the guys here and the cherry picker and that here. So I had two guys out helping me at the weekend, Ross and Connor, and we stripped all the slates off. They were stripping them and I was sort of packing them. So we've got about 5,000 good slates in 3 boxes. Hopefully it's been worth it my time, and we'll get something sold for them. It was a bit of a decision for us to make whether we're going to try and restore this shed to keep it or not. There's quite a lot of work involved in this shed. It's a wee tiny narrow passageway, so we've got a wee tractor that comes down through here, a wee feeder wagon on it for feeding them, and we keep in-calf heifers and a few in-calf cows in here until they start calving. Then they get moved out, and then we sort of use this bit as a nursery for sheep. We're right on all the walls what all the sheds are, so the students students learn a bit quicker. Or a wee tractor. But aye, just it's a bit of work involved in this shed, but it's a very cheap way to keep cows. We just put sawdust down once a day. We can put about 12 or 14 per section, and we scrape them out by hand. And then this automatic scraper scrapes it down to the end, and then we push it into the midden. When the scraper works, it can be a bit temperamental, but I don't know how old this shed is. I think it could be 100 years old, but I'm not too sure. It'll be fairly ancient, I would think, but does the job.
I think if I got tight leggings on doing this job, we would get more subscribers. Tough. I'm not doing it. I don't have a good enough ass. I would have a good enough ass though if I kept doing these sort of jobs, eh? Job done.
You're absolutely beautiful, aren't you? Ash has had our, well, I should maybe say Ash and Sam have had their puppies. We're lucky to have these 3. There's two girls and 1 boy. Oh, so beautiful. Ash is just away out to stretch her legs. That's me, a granddad.
Hey daddy, you tried to be a daddy? Yeah? Yes, good boy. She's not talking to you much though, but when girls have babies, they don't really talk to their husbands. They kind of resent them for a couple of weeks. So she'll probably resent you for a few weeks, but that's just normal. Don't worry about it. She'll forgive you and then she'll want more.
First of the tops out in the season. My big Black Hawk 2-shear out with 68 Texel cross yows. Go and get them, boy. Definitely my favourite Suffolk top I've ever had. See how many are topped by morning. Now the 2 Black Hawk Suffolk shearlings out. I don't dislike these tops. I don't dislike them at all. I think they're alright. I just don't know if they'll ever be as good as that 2-shear from Black Hawk. And without the knowledge I have from him, I maybe wouldn't have spent as much on these 2 as I have, but one of them might turn out as good as him. I'm not too sure about the other, but we'll see. Hopefully they get their job done. They are orange and yellow. First off the Texels out. This new shearling from Carstairs Mains. This is the one that's in the top 5% of the breed, of the recorded ones anyway. I've decided to put him over 32 Cheviot crosses and 18 Blue Domain crosses. I was going to put my Blue Domain over my Cheviot crosses, but just the way the numbers are working out, and I want to give him plenty. Well, that's 50 he's getting. You would probably do a few more as that, but you can get 50 for now. And he's got a green mark on him. We'll give we'll put different colours on the same breeds, and then I know when they're lambing what's what. And we swap them. I don't change the colour for a full cycle. Then in 17 days we'll change, or around 17 days we'll change them all to blue and purple and swap all the tops over. Try not to miss too many, my boy. A bit more grass in this field after it's had a bit of digestate spread on it. So 96 Suffolk crosses in here, and the other two Texel shearlings from Carstairs Mains. Their figures are not quite as good as that last one, but actually I think they're better tops, these two. A bit tighter skinned, especially for over the Suffolk crosses. Back to orange and yellow schoolboys. We can get some more. Always seem to need to open them up a wee bit this time of year, because when the colours get changed, generally they need a wee tightening up. So I don't think they maybe don't lose condition, but sometimes we're just digging into their wool a bit.
Yeah. Well, they'll get a bit skinnier with all their action.
Don't know. Look at me.
I don't think you're getting much action, George. Not with your attitude these days.
Oh, there's my phone. Just walked this pair out to Texel 2 shear tups from Hillridge. I promise you boys, if you keep on walking that way you'll find them. Some young Suffolk yows up here, mostly gimmers. Hopefully keep on going and get them. Two good boys. Another 2 Hillridge Texels. This is a 3 shear. This one's a 2 shear. Going out to 100 Blue Domain crosses. Go and get them, boys. Not quite as much grass in this field as some of the others, but okay, I should do. It will just need to do for now. Last 2 boys out, you can see they've had to travel a fair distance. There's a couple of wet bits at the bottom of that field there we need to come through. 2 Aberblacks onto 100 Texel gimmers. They're decent big tops, Aberblacks. I just feel like the lambs have just got a bit too much wool about them, woolly legs, and see when they've got that wee tufty woolly bit in their head. Just I'm not a fan of it. Hopefully there'll be a lot of colour on all the sheep tomorrow. And we're away to draw some lambs now and get them to the abattoir tonight. Looks like we're going to be bringing them in the dark again, so Gemma won't be very happy. And that leaves a few spares, 2 Blue Domains, 1 pure Texel, 1 Aberblack that's actually got a sore foot just now, 3 Beltex crosses, a blue Texel, and a Beltex Cross Rouge there. So most of them will go over the yow lambs, and a couple of spares, because no doubt something will go lame or get a sore foot or something.
Let's go and see if we've got any coloured buttons.